Hi, I'm Zach with Josh's Frogs. With 1,000 species of frogs in the world, I'm sure there's the perfect pet frog for you. At Josh's Frogs, we breed a wide variety of frogs for the pet industry and have the knowledge and first-hand experience to help you pick out the perfect pet frog. Small, easy to take care of, and inexpensive, bumblebee toads are the perfect pet frog. Bumblebee toads are very easy to maintain, requiring only occasional misting, daily feeding, and a weekly cleaning. Bumblebee toads can be maintained with less than 15 minutes of work a week. Bumblebee toads have a low initial startup cost and are inexpensive to take care for long term, making them a great first pet frog. To make them even more affordable, Josh's Frogs is offering a special bumblebee toad gift kit. Check out our website for details. Yellow-spotted climbing toads are still quite rare in the hobby, but make excellent frog pets. They're large and are just plain cool. You'll need to feed yellow-spotted climbing toads every 1 to 2 days and mist them frequently. Clean the tank once a week and make sure to provide UV lighting as well as a low wattage heat spot. Yellow-spotted climbing toads tolerate handling well and make fascinating pets. They do have a loud call at night, so be prepared for that. Yellow-spotted climbing toads eat crickets, which can be purchased from most pet stores or at joshsfrogs.com. Poison dart frogs are also popular pet frogs. They have a moderate level of routine maintenance compared to many other species, largely due to the regular misting and plant care required with a large naturalistic vivaria. Make sure to only purchase captive bred dart frogs, which are non-toxic and perfectly safe to keep as pets. Poison dart frogs do have a higher initial startup cost compared to many other frogs due to the necessity of constructing them a suitable habitat and the higher individual cost of the animals. Long-term costs, however, are fairly low. Many of our customers will purchase a dart frog kit from us, which takes the guesswork out of caring for these awesome animals. Most dart frog species are microphagous. They specialize in eating live insects an eighth of an inch or smaller. Flightless fruit flies are a staple feeder insect which can be purchased from Josh's Frogs or cultured at home. Poison dart frogs make great display animals but should not be handled. Dart frogs are diurnal and will be out and about most of the day, making them excellent display pets. Most species are the picture of boldness, spending virtually all of their time in plain sight. Mantellas are another great pet frog and can certainly benefit from more people working with them due to their plight in the wild. Josh's Frogs offers only captive bred animals and does not condone the selling of wild-caught amphibians. Mantellas are generally kept in a naturalistic vivarium, requiring daily misting and feeding. Mantellas require a moderate level of maintenance. Mantellas are similar to dart frogs and their initial startup costs may be high, but long-term costs are very low compared to many other pets. Like dart frogs, mantellas are microphagous and require food under an eighth of an inch in size. Typically they are fed eighth-inch crickets or fruit flies, both of which may or may not be carried by your local pet store. Both feeder insects can be procured at Josh's Frogs or cultured at home. Captive bred mantellas are harmless and non-toxic, but should not be handled due to their delicate skin. Mantellas are best treated as display animals similar to tropical fish. They're active during the day and are generally out and about. Mantellas are visible most of the time, making them a fun pet frog to watch. Other popular pet frogs are tree frogs. Tree frogs will need to be misted and fed daily and should have their enclosure cleaned at least once a week. Tree frogs have a moderate initial startup cost and are generally relatively inexpensive pets, especially when compared to cats or dogs. The vast majority of tree frogs, especially the ever-popular red-eyed tree frog, will consume live crickets that are easily available at pet stores around the country or online at joshsfrogs.com. While tree frogs should not be handled frequently, many species tolerate occasional gentle handling, such as White's tree frogs. Tree frogs are nocturnal and will spend most of the day inactive and sleeping on the glass or leaves in the terrarium. If you're a night owl, tree frogs might be the perfect pet for you. Many species of tree frogs do vocalize at night. The intensity and loudness varies greatly depending on species, but plan on hearing your pet tree frogs calling at night if you choose to bring them into your home. Similar to tree frogs, reed frogs are still relatively uncommon in the pet trade and mostly available as wild-caught specimens. At Josh's Frogs, we've greatly expanded our captive breeding efforts to ensure healthy, captive-bred reed frogs are regularly available for the pet trade. Reed frogs are easily cared for. They will need to be fed daily and cleaned weekly. Since most reed frogs do well kept over water, frequent water changes may be inconvenient for some keepers. Reed frogs have a moderate initial startup cost and are generally fairly inexpensive pets. Reed frogs, including the popular starry night reed frogs and blueback reed frogs, will consume live crickets that are easily available at virtually every pet store or on joshsfrogs.com. While reed frogs should not be handled frequently, many species tolerate occasional gentle handling. If you have to handle your reed frogs, use gloves or wet your hands first. Don't plan on holding reed frogs, except when you need to move them to clean their enclosure. Reed frogs are nocturnal and will spend most of the day sleeping in plain sight. If you're up late at night on a regular basis, reed frogs might be the perfect pet for you. They do display their bright colors when sleeping during the day. Plan on hearing your pet reed frogs calling at night. Many species sound like dripping water or a creaking door. Solomon Island leaf frogs, or sylphs as they're known in the pet trade, are fairly new on the pet frog scene and absolutely awesome. These tropical gems mimic dead leaves and make fascinating captives. Mist and feed your Solomon Isle leaf frogs daily and clean their enclosure every 1 to 2 weeks. Solomon Isle leaf frogs do require a larger enclosure than many pet frogs, so keep that in mind when considering taking these frogs home. Do not handle your sylphs on a regular basis. These frogs are best left to their own devices. Solomon Isle leaf frogs eat crickets, which are readily available at most pet stores or at joshsfrogs.com. If you're looking for that perfect pet frog and all of the products you need to take proper care of them, look no further than joshsfrogs.com.